Hey everyone, this is Relics,
And I'm Nagatron.
and we are watching round 4 of the World Tanks Classic League Season 1 on the map Komarin. We are watching Edge Gamers versus HeadShot Xtreme. Alright, let's take a look at the tank loadout here. Starting off with Edge Gamers, we have two E100s, two IS-7s, two T110s, an M103, a T30, and two GW Panthers. So we have some downranking there to, looks like, to get a little bit better artillery.
HeadShot's running E100, IS-7, T110, E75, three T54s, a Type 59, GW Panther, an M12, and a T50. So definitely an extreme amount of mediums.
Alright, well, let's get it going. Alright, starting out here, this looks like one of our usual Clan Wars battles, where I don't know where I'm going, and I beg Nagatron to remind me where I'm going.
Anywhere but here.
Looks like they're splitting up, probably going for a little bit more defensive. We're definitely not getting a rush. They're taking the island already with the T110 and the E100. And we have a couple tanks coming across from HeadShot down the one.
Alright, so it definitely looks like a cap rush coming from HeadShot.
It looks like they're slowing it down, trying to make sure they stay up with their E75. And Edge Gamer's already moving their E100 and M103 to this side to help stop whatever this cap rush is. They can already see with the tank count here that that's where everything's pretty much going. Although I don't see a couple of the mediums.
Well, there's another one, so we have at least two T54s unaccounted for.
And it looks like they're going for a barricade cap here. Try to stop, they only have to worry about artillery really. And the dead tanks in the front are going to absorb all the shots for whatever's in back getting the most points.
Yeah, the problem with that, with most tanks, being the splash will actually go through the wrecks and hit them anyway. With GW Panthers, that's probably not the case. However, they're accurate enough, and the arc is flat enough to where they might actually be able to reach over those guys and hit the ones back.
Yeah, they definitely need their
with
mediums.
With them that tightly packed, you hit one in the back and it splashes and hits all the ones right next to him.
Yeah, they definitely need their mediums to be pushing across that zero bridge, like, right now, to make sure those already have pressure and can't make those shots. They're getting close a couple times here. I saw it once at 80 points. And only a few tanks left here. We just hit 80 again. Reset at 80. There's one tank in there that has a lot of points.
This gap continuously is extremely close.
Oh, there we go. It was
one shot there.
Yeah, that Type 59 had all the points. And now comes the mediums to try to take out that artillery. A little slow on that. That would have made probably a huge difference there without having artillery coming in. I think they probably would have had it there. They wouldn't have had to worry about all this splashing going on.
Definitely. Oh, there's actually a splash that went right through the wreck in front of him.
So it might not have made a difference. Although this Type 59's in a nice little cage now. And Edge Gamers has lost their artillery, but they're still way up on hit points that it's not going to matter here.
Edge now sending an I-7 at HeadShot artillery.
And it looks like two of their other tanks are going back to try to handle that one last medium. They already took out one of the T-54s there. At this point, I'd probably have one of those tanks at least going back for their cap just to get it started going. I don't imagine that T-54 is going to be a huge issue for even a half hit point E100.
Not entirely sure what's going on there, but it is taking them some time to get rid of him. I'd be really surprised. Well, never mind. I am very surprised that both of these artillery are still here.
And I imagine that that T-50 is probably passively lighting from the 8-9, which was a good move there to make sure that they wouldn't be able to cap.
Oh, there he is, actually coming out of the middle.
Huh. All right. Well, great game, guys. Congrats to Edge Gamer.